Okay, today we're going to talk about Spencer Lee's Fireman's Carry, and it's really, really good. And him and Austin DeSanto, I would say have to say they're experts, at this, to the point that people are really concerned with getting a tie up, especially with Austin DeSanto. So, a couple things that I want you to watch. Number one is this sweeping motion, and you can see that his hip is actually knocking into his leg. So look at his right hip now, and watch how he's sweeping down, and he's actually hitting into that leg. So that is one big sweeping motion that's extremely important. The other thing is that once he gets the setup here, and you can see that he is really pulling down hard, with that left arm. And, it's called a lazy fireman's because he ducks his head. So he's pulling down hard, and ducking his head. So let's break this down a little bit further. Let's get into, right here where he's talking about the grip, and you want kind of like a fish hook grip, and you want to grip high up into the armpit, so you want to be in the back of his armpit right here. So really important, as high as you can up into this armpit. That's very, very important. And these guys have like death grips, so obviously I'd be really, really working with your hands. They climb a lot of rope, do a lot of pull-ups, work a lot with their grip. But the next thing that I want to talk about is getting your head in his temple, and that's what he's talking about here is getting your head in his temple. And then the other thing is this right hand post, to create some space. So let's go a little bit further here into 215. So you can see that this little push and then duck, and it's just a subtle fake. And you want to take like short choppy steps rather than pushing extremely hard. But this like little tiny fake right here, really important. Let's go to 239 here. And he's talking about just that little fake is so important. And he said it doesn't have to be a really big one. It just has to be like that little movement to get him to react. And really what's happening is he's reacting and you're not coming. But then when you do want to go, he won't react, and you can blast off into it. And that's what he just showed you, what he just did right there. So, giving a little hard push in and then getting under for the attack. The last thing that I want to show you here is at 311. He's talking about giving like a really hard push and then pull back, and this is really important. You see how he's freeing his arm? So he's giving pressure, he's pushing, but he gets that arm free. And when you get that arm free, it's awkward for the other guy because then, he starts to reach. And, that's when he's going to, tap and go. So really, really important. And then here's it all at once right here, where he's just going to go in, and you can just see that sweeping motion right here where he's knocking that leg out, pulling it down. Really good stuff. So just to review, I wanted to show you this movement right here that he does, and you can see that he's really getting his hips in. So it's a shot, hips in, pull down, hips in, pull down, and really, really important to get that motion right. And then you can see here at 203, he's just going to keep doing it kind of like in slow motion. And, you can start to understand the feel for what he's doing here. Really nice. There is a tremendous amount of pressure that he's pulling down with his left arm. And notice where his thumb is. He's got a fish hook. He's high up near his armpit. he's really pulling down, and and it's this angle that he keeps coming is important, because if he stays here and tries to pull down, this leg's in the way. So you'll see he'll just keep rotating around to his left, and that's how he gets him down. All right, let's show you some live action. All right, so here's his buddy, Austin DeSanto, and he's awesome, and you could just see that he gets in on this tie up, and then look how deep he gets right here. Let's see if I can get that exact. Oh, this is perfect. See, his left hip is actually hitting into his legs. And he has a death grip over on, the right side. And, a couple things that are important to know. Number one, he was pushing in to get Lezak, to push back. So starting from right here, let's see. See, he's pushing in. See how he just pushed in right there? He's pushing in, and Lezak's pushing back. And then he gets his feet ready. So he just pushes in, and he feels that, where Lezak pushes back, and then, he hits it. Another thing that I want for you to see is that notice how he gets his feet ready. Look how low he is. He knows he's going to shoot. And once he lets off pressure a little bit with his left, there it is. And then he shoots. The other thing that I want to show you, and I want to do this in slow-mo, you're going to see this. He's going to let go of the arm and then reach up. And like we were saying with Spencer Lee earlier, he let go, and then you're going to see Ethan, he's going to be grabbing for it, So watch. He lets go right here. And then Ethan grabs, he taps the head and goes. It's really good. Watch. He's going to let go. So it's that let go, tap, and go. And, this is just a great setup. Let go. So he's going to pull a little bit, let go, tap his head, and go. So left arm, let go, tap his head, and go. Left arm. He gave a little pull that time. Really, it's just really awesome. And this is a great move because, you can get, you can put guys to their backs. And, obviously these guys have been, really, really successful, at not only getting, the firemen's, but, getting back points, from here. So it's a 5-point move, that you can score a lot of points with this. All right, so the other match that I want to show you here is Spencer Lee, and Spencer, I have him on slow motion too. Let's just let's go to full speed here. So here's Spencer Lee, and he's doing the same thing right here. Let's get this. I want to see it. There we go. And this is nice because you get to see the other side. He's right-handed. Austin's left. And so there's a little bit of difference here that I want to show you, with the setup. And I'm going to slow this down too. So I want you to watch Spencer Lee's right hand. Look at it. He has a death grip here, right here. And he's pulling really hard, all right? And then he gets his feet ready, his right foot ready, and then he lets go into a shot. So watch this. You almost have to watch it like in slow motion, all right? So he he got into his tie up. He's in good position, and watch. He has a grip on him. He is squeezing, and you can see that you know Carson is pulling his hand away, and then he just lets go. So he's got his left tie here, head's in good position, and he has a death grip on that right hand. Let go into a shot. And there it is. There's the fireman's death grip right here. Trust me, he is squeezing hard, and he's pulling not to let him go. Once he lets go of that, then he shoots. It's really good stuff. So, hey, can we hit the firemen's at the highest level? Yeah, and I think almost more importantly is the setup in your position. So try those two setups that Spencer Lee and Austin DeSanto are doing, and you get the technique right. You're not only going to get a takedown, you're going to get 5. All right. Have a great day.